going on? There we go. Alrighty. Uh, I had planned on going shopping today. Filming myself as I was shopping, but I did not get a chance to do that because I had a previous engagement that conflicted, so I didn't get a chance to do it. So I had a protein shake for breakfast. Then I went to do my thing, and I had for lunch I had a sofrito bowl from Chipotle, which is basically their tofu, mixture. Uh, Normally I get like a scant amount of rice, a little bit of rice in the bottom, enough to cover the bottom. Uh, the sofrita, uh, and the fajita veggies, and what else? What else? Sorry, fajita veggies and lettuce. Normally I get cheese and guacamole and sour cream. Today, yeah, and I wasn't even planning to. In fact, when I walked in, I was thinking to myself, "Yeah, I'll get the normal." And when I ordered, I just didn't feel like having the sour cream and cheese. I did obviously I had the guacamole because that's not. So anyway, the short and long version is I started one day early on my return on my back to the roots journey. Uh, so, but also let me show you what else I picked up when I was at the store. It's amazing. As you see, this is Bolthouse Farms Daily Greens. Now, normally I don't go in for this kind of stuff because it's overpriced. And it's usually very high in carbs because of all the fruit. But this has, oh, look at the recipe. That's why I figured once I tasted it, it's very good. I realized, hey, they've got the recipe right on there. I can make it myself and cut down, and this still has 20 carbs per serving, 2 grams of fiber, 16 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein. So it still doesn't have protein, but that's where the protein shake comes in. And I can make this myself cheaper. Cut out the banana, cut down on the apple, and so cutting down on the carbs. Also, I have decided to. The reason I picked this up is because as I was on my way to do my thing, my conflicting event, I realized what I might want to do is a juice cleanse, a juice fast, or juice feast, as some people call it. And I think I will. And so that I'm going to have to pick up a juicer. I don't have one. Now I could go cheap and use my Vitamix, but the only problem is that's a two-step thing. Well, it's a three-step because the two-step would be using it and then cleaning it. But even a juicer is two steps. I got to clean it after I use it. Where the Vitamix is 3 steps is because I don't necessarily want all the fiber. So what I'll have to do is strain the fiber out and just separate the fiber out from the juice. I know fiber is good, but for the purpose of a juice piece, I don't want the fiber. I just want the juice. But it has to be low carb because I don't want the carbs. Like this, like I said, it's only 20 carbs, but that's per serving, and this is 2 servings. Very good though, very good, very good. And it's not a lot. In fact, it's 1.5 apples, 1 3/4 cup of cucumber, 1/3 cup of celery, half a kiwi, 1/8 of a banana, half a cup kale, spinach, and romaine, and a squeeze of lemon. So it's very tasty. In fact, it's on sale. That's why I picked it up. It's 2 for $5, which is not a great sale. That's still $2.50 a bottle. That's ridiculous. I can make it for probably $1 a bottle, and that's using all organic. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it doesn't even really say whether this is organic or not. But I could probably make it for $1 a bottle using all organic, even using all organic. Whereas this is $1.25 a serving. I could probably make it for $1 a bottle. So anyway, that's really what I'm contemplating doing. And I'm cutting out the banana and cutting down the apple. Once again, to cut down on the carbs, but I don't like banana anyway. In fact, what I'm going to be doing is using the link, and I forgot, I normally would have added this in if I had thought about it, using the Mean Green juice from Joe Cross. If you remember him from his website and the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And that's where Dave the Raw Food Trucker, was that Dave the Raw Food Trucker? I think it was Dave. Anyway, that's where, so anyway, the point is, I'm going to be picking up a juicer probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. And it's going to be a centrifugal juicer. So it shreds it shreds the produce, slings the juice out, spits the pulp out of the back. The other kind is the masticating juicer, which squeezes it like between two gears, or Cogswell cogs or Spacely sprockets. Grinds it and squeezes it. The only issue with that is it takes up a lot of counter space. And I don't have a lot of counter space. I'm not at home. In case you're thinking this is no, I don't have a lot of counter space, and it's very expensive. Those juicers, to get a twin gear masticating, you can get a single gear, a single auger for probably roughly the price of a decent centrifugal juicer. But for a really good twin gear, twin auger masticating juicer, you're talking hundreds of dollars, like between $300 and $500, depending on like if you go like Green Star or something like that. I'm going by memory. Also, when I made my other video, I was talking about being a raw foodist, and all I told you about was the equipment. Because raw foodists, they usually have a dehydrator in order to soften up some of the vegetables. They usually, and it has to be a good dehydrator, because they don't want the dehydrator to go above, they don't want the food to go above 120 degrees. So it has to be a good dehydrator, and that's a couple $100. Then most of the raw foodists will have one of those twin masticating juicers, a couple $100 there. They may have and that's like the only way to juice bananas and things like that. Not spinach, but bananas, and it's something else. Anyway, so you got the dehydrator, you got the juicer. A lot of them have, like I said, like the Vitamix, the high-speed food processor, blender, thing like that. But then the biggest thing, even more so than the equipment, is the fact that a lot of the gourmet raw food takes time. You've got to ferment it 24 hours, flip it. Like, take the case of making a raw food cracker kind of thing, where you've got to grind this, mix it with that, put it in the dehydrator, let that sit for 24 hours, flip it over, let it sit another 20. I don't have that kind of time. It needs to be convenient, and that's even more so than the equipment. It's the long process. I don't have anyone at home really that was going to do it, that I would feel comfortable doing it. And I don't have that kind of time to do it myself. So, there we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. So I had to give up being a raw foodist, but that's all right. So that was the thing about that. Like I said, I'm going to pick up a centrifugal juicer, maybe a Breville or something, maybe one of those wide mouth ones where you could put a whole pineapple in if you wanted to. I don't see why you would, but you could. Maybe one of those big mouth juicers. You can get those pretty cheap. And alrighty. So, like I said, I'm going to do the a low carb mean green, a lower carb mean green juice, and I'm going to feast on that, fast on that, and then go into the. And today for lunch, I got some fruit, which is not exactly low carb. I got this, and I'm not necessarily going to have it because that's that's more in preparation. And like I said, I tend to snack on sweet peppers or bell peppers. So there you go. And a serving size of this is 3 peppers and 5 carbohydrates per serving. So for every 3 peppers, that's 5 carbs, and that takes up a lot of space in your stomach. And I also got, because I wanted to try it, because I don't know how it's going to taste. I said I'm giving up dairy, but I'm not necessarily going to give up cheese and cream. You know, so I didn't get it, but I looked today and there's a vegan sour cream. But what I did pick up was Follow Your Heart green herb or garden herb style sliced dairy free, so basically vegan cheese, sliced non-GMO, all new, with a vegan, lactose free, casein free, soy free. And I also picked up Daya deliciously dairy free cheddar style slices. Dairy free, soy free, good source of calcium, melts and stretches. So you can see that. And we will see how that tastes to see if it's something I can incorporate, because if I can't, then I'm probably going to keep, for the protein, add, it's not a lot of protein, but every little bit helps until I finally switch over. And I know from watching Infinite Waters Diving Deep with Ralph Smart that there are a lot of good plant-based sources of protein. Even not the shakes, just regular plant-based sources of protein like spirulina, spinach, and or something else. But the point is, what I have right here and right now, and I'm gonna pick that all up when I go shopping, and I'm gonna take you with me. But this was on my way to work, and I just popped in and picked up some stuff, and I was running late, so I really didn't have time to film it. But for the actual shopping, when I'm laying in supplies, I will film that. Alrighty, this is already running 13 minutes, so that's it. Take it easy. Back at you. Hey now. Uh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. My eyes are itching like crazy. Anyway, is it red? No. Anyway, part I left out earlier was my Achilles heel. It's much like Superman. I too have my kryptonite. And my kryptonite is liquid crack, Starbucks, Frappuccino, Mocha. Actually, I prefer the coffee, but the place I get them from, they never have coffee. I don't get it, and I don't, the price. I don't pay full price for these. I don't pay retail, because where I get them from, they have them 2 for $4, and these are the big ones. This is the 13.7 400 milliliter fluid ounces. So, and that price at $2 a shot is better than the price at Walmart. And this is a convenience store, so it's a good price. It's a good value, because Walmart's like $2.40, maybe $2.80 a shot. Here they're 2 for $4. I went to the local grocery store, the other superstore in town, and I told them what the price I could get it for at the convenience store, and they matched it. Now that wasn't Walmart, so I don't know if Walmart would do something like that. But that's something I need to stay away from anyway, because this is, as I like to call it, this has 47 grams of carbs per serving. Now, the whole bottle is a serving, so that's 47 grams in that. And oddly enough, if you think about it, that green juice has 20 grams per serving, but that bottle is 2 servings. So that bottle has 40 grams of carbs, and the Starbucks has 47. What's that telling you? It's telling you make your own stuff, because you can make your own coffee If you're a coffee drinker, I'm not. I'm a tea man. But you know, the Starbucks Kryptonite liquid crack. But anyway, you could make your own, and where you could control the carbs. In which case, it wouldn't be bad. Like you could use almond milk. You could use the nut milks, the alternative milks, or Kroger actually makes a low carb milk called Carb Masters. I'm not going to be using it because, from what I understand, it's still milk. But I have used it, and it's pretty good. Uh, so I'm going to tend towards the towards the nut milks for my purposes. But you know, you take coffee, nut milk, and some alternative sweetener. In which case, you could go Splenda. But Splenda is completely unnatural. I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. You could go stevia, which is natural, but it tastes nasty. If you know, well, I don't enjoy the taste. I won't say it tastes nasty because that's liable. You know, that's. So I won't say it tastes nasty. I will say I don't enjoy the taste of stevia. So much so that I would rather eat. You know, what I was doing, I went back to sugar or honey or agave nectar because what I said was I can control the sugar and it's more natural. I can control the honey and it's more natural than using Splenda or being forced to use stevia, which I don't like. It's just not good. So, and this is just regular sugar. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is gonna be regular sugar. I'm not even sure I'm gonna drink it. I just bought it. So that's, you know, like I said, it calls to me. It's like, come. That's my liquid crack. So we've all got challenges. It's never as easy as it sounds. It's never as easy as it appears. But if you're committed, if you're dedicated, it's doable. So will I drink the crack? Or will I? Hey, how's that go? Wait a minute. I got the perfect one. Now this is not really representational because this is not exactly healthy either. But will I take the blue pill or the red pill? No. So alrighty. Take it easy. Also, I guess that's one good takeaway. The 40 grams of carbs in this are all from natural sugars. It's all fruit juice. The 47 grams of carbs in this are all cane sugar, which is still natural, but it's not healthy for you. So that's the takeaway. If you have to choose, if you're in a position to choose life, choose health. Don't choose convenience and death.